Hey yo guys and gals, I get to finally finish this video for one of my crazy, over the top, very detailed, more or less if you know what I mean, fan theory ever! Or should I say theories, since there will be more than one based off of this fandom. I have posted them multiple times on my DA, so some of the information may be outdated, as well as some spelling issues and grammar errors. I was not good at writing. So yeah, I might be working on it again. Well, retyping it, I mean, for my DA page. And I always wish to make these fan theories into video. So here we are. And in the series I will be making this video off of is the Minecraft roleplay series by It's Funny and the Crew, called Yandere High. It's about two main characters, Funny and Gold, who are students to the school, and they do a lot of crazy and wacky stuff, like from comedy, drama, mystery, and romance, and a lot of plot twists, and I love a good plot twist. So yeah, obviously, it is based off the Yandere simulator game, with some familiar characters and some Easter eggs and, the usual Yandere aspect. I know a lot of people have made Yandere simulator versions of Minecraft, and I have to admit, this is one of my favorite videos to watch because it's just so well good and it's such a good made story. And I may be not obsessed with it. Sadly, the series has gone through some huge hiatus since the latest episode, which is Season 2, Episode 45, was posted on August 25th, 2017. It was roughly 2 years ago since the crew has ever posted another episode. Yeah, I did a lot of research, and there is no additional information that they will ever continue making the series, or they just completely stop making it. So, yeah, not sure if they'll make it, or it'll come back. So, yeah, my theories may not be as proven as soon as possible. But hey, no one's stopping me. I mean, maybe procrastination. But however, I enjoy watching this series from time to time. Well, more like binge watching it. I'm probably watching it while I'm making this video. Dang it, past me! Anyways, so back to my main theory at hand here. Again, some of these characters are related to the Yandere simulator, so they might be a little hard to discuss since this is a fan-made version. You see, my theory was mainly based off the one character, Yandere-chan, which is a fan-made version where her name is actually Yumi. You see, in the series she is known as Yumi secretly, but they still call her Yandere-chan. So yeah, that might be confusing. But yeah, my theory was mainly about her having a sister long ago. Because you see, in the episode after the Halloween party that she hosted, we can see in the cutscene that she was bearing a body of a corpse of a girl who looked just like her, wearing a school uniform, as well as having the same dark hair as her. And I mean, look at her. She's basically like a doppelganger. So, who is this girl exactly? Not sure yet. But she appears more often than you think. You see, in another episode where Yumi visits Alec, one of her henchmen, or higher-ups, a character in the series that is also Funny's love interest, as well as a gender bender swap version of another character in the simulator game. If you can guess who he is, I mean, literally, he has red hair and hacking skills. 10 points to Hufflepuff, whoever gets it right. By the way, I'm a Hufflepuff. Anyways, yes, he asked her why he killed her, and her answer to him that she dressed exactly like me, and that the swan had it coming. So obviously they are talking about the same girl from Halloween night. And again, I don't know exactly who she is, and her real name, I'm not sure, but I'm guessing it possibly might be Yandere-chan, because you'll learn later on. However, for the meantime, I will be calling her Dead Yandere. So this is Dead Yandere, and this is Yumi. See the difference? Good. So again, who is she and what is their connection between these two? Like I said, I thought they were sisters at first because, again, they look so much alike. But in Season 2, Episode 35, we see Yumi's childhood, how she possesses the same killing instincts like her mother, as well as the same unhealthy obsession for her senpai. And it seems that she's an only child. So where's her so-called sister that I thought that she existed? Well, again, Yumi's an only child, so this sister, or more like this Yumi, or Yandere. Dang it, I already confused the two. So yeah, Dead Yandere is obviously not her sister, let alone her ever being closely related to Yumi. So what is their relationship exactly? Were they rivals or a team? Not sure what their history is exactly, but I do believe that these two met in middle school. Because judging from the photo that Funny and Kyron and Gold found in the creepy underground dungeon in one episode, they both seem to have their eyes locked onto Senpai here in the middle. So obviously Senpai and these two Yanderes went to the same middle school. So were they after him at the same time? Well, yes, obviously. But were they really a team or rivals? From the death of Yandere, or more like dead Yandere, I forgot her nickname. Maybe not a really good team, exactly. So, one of my theories that I think is possibly possible, because it's really hard to prove, that the girl that Funny and Gold were talking to during lunchtime on the first day of school wasn't really Yumi. In fact, it was none other than dead Yandere. It's more likely that she killed her after or before Halloween night, and then completely took in her life. I mean, like completely over her life, like she replaced her. And it was kind of hinted to us that it was a possibility that she did, since in the sleepover episode where Funny said that she looks different from when they first met her. So there's right off the bat that Yumi has completely replaced dead Yandere. Like she literally controlled and took over her rival's life. So right after seeing that creepy shrimp pie, I'm calling shrimp pie, more like senpai shrine that Funny and Gold saw where they were sleeping, and Yumi claims it was her sister. She may not be wrong about that. And it was really hard for Funny and Gold to believe that because they always thought that Yandere-chan was an only child. So obviously, again, these two are not related. And however, I still believe that dead Yandere was still alive back then, before or after Halloween. Yeah, I already said that. So, well, she was killed by Yumi, obviously. But my real concern is that why did it take her so long to kill her? I mean, it was during middle school time, and right when episode in season 1 started, the girls, Funny and Gold, and everyone else seemed to be starting off on sophomore year. I mean, they even mention it in the episode of the sleepover that they were sophomores. Whatever happened to freshman year? No one has ever mentioned it, like ever. So yeah, Yumi instantly just kills her during sophomore year, and then passes as her, which no one ever questions the fact that there were two identical people named Yandere in the same school. Obviously, it was possible that dead Yandere was the first person that Funny and Gold met, and then Yumi completely took into her life, once again, like I keep repeating myself. So, the main reason is why would she just kill her so long ago? I mean, it took her so long to kill her. Like I said before, were they really rivals? I mean, mainly yes for so many people, but remember, they met in middle school and it took in this long, like 2.5, well, sorry, it was not 2, it was actually 1.5 years, if my math is correct. To be honest, most of my math is never correct because I'm horrible at math. So, she was even on her hit list as well in the season finale long hour episode, and we can see that on the left side, the girls kiss senpai, and on the right side, girls who talk to senpai. And on the bottom, we see that Yumi had some traitors like Alec and two other mysterious characters. And most of those people on the list are crossed off, meaning that they're dead, because Valerie and Liv, as well as dead Yandere, are on that list. So again, if Yumi's real reason was that dead Yandere kissed Senpai one point in time, but why would it take her that long again? So who knows if she kissed her before she died? Or him, technically, before she died? So who knows? But I may have a possible key to solving this mystery, or more like a theory, another theory. You see, the death of Liv, right before the Halloween dance, or more like Halloween episode, Liv was unfortunately found dead and believed that she jumped off of the school's rooftop. But before technically that happened, she texted Funny and Gold to meet up with her to get her pendant back. And while she was waiting for them, someone kind of beat them to the punch because it seemed that Liv was really waiting for them while she was having lunch and then also maybe playing with a Rubik's Cube. I don't know, that's what it was found in the crime scene. But I'm pretty sure many would think it was Yumi who pushed Liv off of the building. I mean, it is possible since Liv herself is on the list at Kiss Senpai. This is where my theory comes into play. What if it was actually dead Yandere who pushed off Liv? I mean, it makes more sense since something like this may have happened. Because I ended up coming up with this theory since Deaf Yandere and Liv share the same timeline. I mean, not really exactly the same day they die, more like their timelines are very close apart to one another. So something must have happened either before or after Liv's death. So this is where I think might have happened. During all this, where before Funny and Gold found Liv's body, I believe that dead Yandere confronted Liv about her kissing Senpai, and she may have or may not have accidentally pushed her off of the building. However, since Liv's death was never planned out as well as she thought, she ended up leaving two witnesses where Funny and Gold ended up finding Liv's body and seeing a mop in a bucket or a bucket of water, seeing that someone was trying to cover up her mess. Similar to the Yandere simulator game, when you kill a student, you can have the option to either clean up the murder scene and get away with it. Obviously, that's what's happening in this scene, and the girls obviously ran away and never told anyone. However, dead Yandere never really expected to have witnesses left behind. And Yumi may have found out or was probably working with her, but she never considered killing Liv in that kind of manner, so she obviously had no choice to do the only thing, was to kill dead Yandere herself because she was obviously collateral damage. And that explains why she killed her, not to mention possibly maybe planning this out the whole entire time while being either rivals or teammates with her. So this is my theory that if they were teams or not. The death of Liv was a bit too messy for Yumi to ever do. I mean, after all, Yumi killed dead Yandere and even took over her life, like completely, without anyone ever noticing. So obviously, she would have planned Liv's death a bit more, make it look more like an actual accident instead of a cover up. But again, many people in the series believe that Liv died from suicide of jumping off the building. However, I still don't believe that Yumi could have possibly did it because again, it doesn't seem planned or too rushed. More like rushed to me. So I'm theorizing that maybe it was dead Yandere or something else must have happened to lead up to this event. Not really sure. I'm just really overthinking things, I guess. So hopefully we find out later on. I mean, whenever the series picks up again. Or maybe you guys have better theories than me. Because I want to make more theory videos since I have a lot of notes and ideas. If you guys have other theories based on Yandere High, I would love to hear about them. Or any comments related to the series. Go right ahead. Comment down below, please. Or if you want to. I'm not forcing you. So yeah, thanks for watching. And thanks for visiting. Bye!